It's there ready. It's just the bank.
Hell yeah. Okay, so let's go live. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's Moon Boys Podcast. Welcome, Wizard and Matt Smead. Wizard, you're muted.
Howdy, howdy.
Welcome to the next leg up.
It seems so. Strategic reserve confirmed.
It's approved. And nothing here is financial advice. We're not financial advisors. Yeah, that sort of thing.
That sort of thing. Precisely.
So I've got the tweets here from Trump. So he did, in fact, include Bitcoin and Ethereum in the strategic reserve, it seems. I don't think this is approved yet. It has to go to Congress first, right?
Yeah, but there was some momentary panic all over CryptoX for a second there when there was no mention of Bitcoin and ETH. Everyone was like, even Ivan, because we were actually live on Ivan's stream when the announcement happened. And when Ivan read it, he was like, what? No ETH, no Bitcoin?
Yeah, Eric panic called him and said, Dad, you got to mention ETH as well.
You've got to mention it. Exactly. It was brilliant.
How are you doing, Wizard?
Been better. I mean, my whole theory was, okay, if I relocate to a more comfortable apartment, then I can lock in fully, but it's just not happening. Like I just get distracted, watch endless YouTube videos, never really sort of always, and then when the market started, I've been better. I've been better. I don't know what to say. How are you doing, Theo? How's your week been?
I'm good. I'm not sure if the AVAX bags are pumping.
No, the AVAX
a little bit.
Never... Okay, up from 21 to 25. Fantastic.
Coming back. It would have been nice if AVAX was in the strategic reserve, though.
It's not size that matters.
That's weird with JD Vance being an AVAXian.
These things take time.
And,
I haven't actually seen that news, but if that is true, that's pretty cool.
Which one? This one?
No, that he said that what's the face is into AVAX. What Wizard just said.
Oh yeah, JD Vance into AVAX.
All Vance.
Let's see.
Because have we already talked about the PulseX prize?
No, I don't think so.
Have you heard the Richard Hart case got no, not just dismissed. They actually won. They beat the SEC. Not like all the others.
A few days ago?
Pulled back.
Okay. Congratulations, Mr. Richard.
Indeed.
So a little
now
pump right there.
The whole Interpol FUD to deal with now.
Yeah, I suppose.
What should we be looking at? Hex, I guess?
It's go on Go Pulse list. It's better like
Go Pulse list.
Yeah, if you remember, we already Go Pulse.
This is GoPulse.com. Is that not the same one?
Sorry. Sorry, my brain's just turned to mush. Pulse coin list. Fuck me. Sorry about that.
Pulse coin list.
Yeah.
.com. Okay.
I'm a bit in Unga still.
Yeah. And then Hex.
If you go on stats.
Oh, okay.
Stats and then PulseChain stats, top right. And then we can click SOMI mode, which is how this should be visualized.
Oh yeah, SOMI mode.
Yeah, there we go.
And then that shows the PDI, PWBTC, and DWB.
Yeah, that shows the 5 cores, and then what SOMI has called the secret cores.
Okay, cool.
We've got the core meme, DWB, with the unstoppable DWB army.
Yeah, I think I was dreaming about Dirty Turkey last night.
Per day. Show me how many trades. It'd be interesting to see how DickWifButt DWB trades there's been in the last, I don't know, day.
Well, we can just go to the 1 second chart and watch it fly, right?
Yeah, the Discord is the Telegram group has been pretty dead, but on the lows when I bought the dip and I just mentioned it on there, and I think the only other person that replied back was Durkee. So I don't know.
Started as a meme.
Sentiment is a bit low, but that was before Richard actually beat the SEC. So I'm hopeful, and it looks good to me. It's a massive triangle. We're scraping the barrel of the button. of the bottom. It's gone a weekly and zoom all the way out.
Weekly, zoom in, enhance.
Hmm.
So we're right at the bottom.
So you say that the news came while Ivan was streaming. So
No,
tell us
the news for the reserve came when Ivan was streaming.
And then that's what I mean. I don't mean the fucking Richard Hart news. I meant the.
sorry. We're just DWBing here, and I thought I got carried away. Dígame.
Yeah, we were in the Ivan stream, and Ivan streamed pretty late today. It was actually decent for my time zone.
Yeah, for once.
Yeah, it was
exactly.
Surprise Sunday special.
Yeah. Yeah, XRP, Sol, and ADA. So ADA had this crazy God candle here.
ADA, yeah, we were up 70% at one point. I don't know what
retracing
it's
a bit back down to about $1. I want to see XRP. Ooh, look at that. Bounced off the 120. That's a nice looking chart.
So the market's reacting to the White House announcing that Donald Trump has signed an executive order to start creating. Okay.
Which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the Presidential Working Group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, Sol, and ADA. I will make sure the U.S. is the crypto capital of the world. So,
if you notice, these tweets that he's posting, they seem to be at support. Like the critical support that's supposed to hold before the pump, just to confirm. He's been tweeting on the support, and he did that last time as well. Actually, I think it was maybe ETH or something that he tweeted about. That's pretty interesting.
Coq, can you elaborate on your question? Are you saying that ADA doesn't deserve the pump? Why isn't RUNE pumping? Why isn't other cool things pumping?
The pump must be respected, man.
So at support, yeah, like it's all good for the long-term holders to like sell off a bit. You see the like 5-year, the wallets that have held Bitcoin for 5 years, like sell off after rallies a bit, and then we continue to rally, right? So yeah, the timing was great for this. Like we could not have had better timing for bullish news in terms of like it puts us potentially right back into like crazy bull market mode.
We need to recover 100K first now, don't we? It needs to just prove that it's back on.
We need to stay above 95. I say that we're not even above 95.
No.
93.4. That feels good though. You know, we went all the way down to 78 there.
Yeah. It was looking grim for a while. I mean, but it
72.
It kind of felt like it, because I mean the next obvious support is like 75 and then a bit further down. But I mean, when everyone's calling for it, it just kind of reminded me of when everyone was calling for 10K at the bottom. But then again, it's deceiving because every leg's a bit like that. But yeah, it's strange when everyone's saying, oh yeah, every KOL is calling for 75, 73, all these different levels, and it just traps everyone.
A little bit of rejection off the 120 there on the daily. I kind of want to join Gerhardt's community. It's on discount right now.
Yeah.
Just get the 7-day refund.
Money back.
Yeah. Get in, watch 90 videos.
Binge watch the thing.
Yeah. I tried to do that with Eric Crown. Like I got in for a month and I tried to do the what's it called? The Crown Quant automation courses, but it was, you can't just do one course per day. You're not going to make it.
No, that's
there's more than 30 courses.
Yeah, there's a lot of them there.
I can't do my lazy Moralis strategy.
Are you still going through the bull market bull market call?
I'm pretty stagnated. I think he got to like cello ecosystem, and I was just like, come on, man. I think I'm at like 75%, something like that. 77.
How many blockchains can you connect to before? I don't know. But you must have known like more about Phantom before. You must know things before they become trendy. Like you must sort of be like, okay, wow, this is pumping. I already know how to use this. Does that ever happen? You're like,
I mean,
wow,
a lot of the
Sonic
times, like exactly what you're saying, Wizard. It's like everything kind of relates to each other. They're all fairly similar. So I mean, you go from one chain to another. I mean, you're adding liquidity. You're swapping for an NFT. You're doing. It's all pretty much the same. So once you've done a couple chains, you've pretty much done them all. But it just
he has a strategy.
One has the little nuances. It just makes it interesting to hop from one to the other, see that it actually is possible, you know? I mean, we're giving the people...
Yeah, he goes to like DeFi Llama, he identifies the top, like, you know, one for liquid staking, one for lending, one for restaking, something like that. And he interacts with one of each type in the top ranked for each ecosystem, and he kind of just walks you through. You do a little bit of like lock up some LP, but it just results in me having like $10 locked up in 30 different networks, and it's just like hard to go through and try to break all the LP positions and stuff.
It's one of those where the journey is what matters, not the destination.
Yeah, like look at this, $4 locked up in Mendy, Unvest, Stake Hut. You actually told me about Stake Hut, Wizard.
Yeah,
we were trying to lock up my cock in you.
You were gonna try and lock up your cock into Wizard way.
No, Coq Inu.
Oh.
The only good thing I did today was buy some RUNE at like 126. Like,
let's go take a look.
$1,900 of RUNE that's pumped because they had the FUD around. Okay, Lazarus Group are using THORChain to swap out some of their ETH into other tokens. And then the community, which was already beaten up, Coq can tell us more, but from my understanding, the community that was already quite beaten up over the problems with THORFi, then there was this internal debate around, okay, do we block some of these transactions, or are we going to stick with decentralized? And so there were some people like, oh, I feel guilty about this. This could come to haunt us in the future. Like, we could get scrutiny because Lazarus are doing heavy transactions, and like it would be good if my node could at least just say, nah, I want to block that. And then everyone was like, no, decentralization, wink, wink, because they're going to get all the fees and they're going to get all the attention. And so you saw the price sort of go down like after the hack for THORChain, and then I sort of thought, okay, now it's gone down enough and it's time to get back. I did one good thing today, but like I feel like a complete freak. Like my strategy for the week was I'm going to short alts relative. I was getting all my Gerhard shit relative to Bitcoin, and it didn't quite work out. I wasn't timing things properly. I wasn't. It worked out for my short with ETH and my one with Balancer. Those shit coins have been underperforming beautifully for me, but for like 10 other ones, like they'd all seen enough consolidation over the last few weeks, and they were ready for their next leg up. And I guess we're looking at like a ADA. Which other ones are pumping? Tell us, lads. How are coins doing in the last couple of days? Which ones are pumping? Show me bubbles or show me anything. Tell me anything. Zeus 20%, Dog Whiff Hat 22%.
My entire watch list, Ada's that the top buttholes next in line here.
Nice.
But yeah, we can go to bubbles.
Nice butthole.
I mean, we're recovering the weekly dump, basically, aren't we? I mean, on the weekly, we've got nice 30% pumps. I mean, that's pretty big. I think if we're flipping the weekly trend back into the upside, that normally sort of means at least a couple weeks of upside, and that's always a good bullish signal. And then once we started to get momentum, get long, obviously with the small amounts of your portfolio, just proper risk management, and see where the run takes us.
Yeah, Bera and IP are up on the week.
Right.
On the hour, Move is up there for Justin.
Yeah, that's been consolidating. That's done consolidating now, I guess.
Let's go take a look at Move. Yeah, it doesn't look crazy. The real big winners are the ones you already know, like XRP, ADA, Butthole, Basenji.
So the reserve isn't just Bitcoin. So Maxi's wrecked then. You know,
Maxi's
Bitcoin, this amazing reserve asset, this amazing, like the new digital gold. So apparently it's just another token, like ADA's a token, like XRP's a token, you know? Interesting.
Yeah, XRP is actually holding up better than Bitcoin here. Like XRP bounced off the 120 to the upside, whereas Bitcoin's doing the opposite. It's finding resistance at the 120 now and having the 200 as support. So it's a bit more shaky. It pays to be further out on the risk curve right now.
Yeah, I think if this reserve can be the thing that tilts others and Bitcoin dominance to start flipping around, then we could be in for that alt season that everyone was saying was never going to come. And
others down on the day.
Okay.
Where's Bitcoin dominance? Bitcoin dominance is down as well. So what does that mean? The top 8 assets are pumping? That's what that means essentially. When Bitcoin dominance and others are down? That means XRP, Sol, and ADA are pumping top 10.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks for illustrating that for us, Theo.
USDC looking bullish here. USDT getting delisted. Yeah, USDC looking bullish.
Those stables don't know how to pump. Not like our stable.
Dogecoin's up 3 cents. That's nice. Cool. Check out Hyperliquid. Up a little bit. But yeah, it's mainly the majors today that are coming back. But yeah, this should be... do you guys think this is the start of the alt season? What do you guys think?
Personally, I think that we need Ethereum to lead it. That's normally the indicator that might... Once Ethereum starts trending up against Bitcoin, that basically means risk on in the market. And once risk on happens, that's technically sort of our alt season. So, I mean...
I think you see a lack of interest, though.
There is definitely a lack of interest. That's always the case at bottoms, though, isn't it? It's always the inverse of what sentiment actually is. And I mean, how many people have been screaming on the timeline, like basically the cycle's over and back to zero, and it's I think
I like the way you look at things like it's kind of upside down, isn't it? If you see the fear, then it just means that people are wrong. It's so funny to look at the market like that.
And another thing that gives me a lot of hope is, I mean, we're still in Q1. We're still just in March. I mean, still a lot of the year left. This is the bull market year, and just got to believe, as Morad and a lot of various other people have been saying.
Ivan will be right about the Q2, maybe.
Maybe. I think if we get a Q2 finish, it would be kind of officially left translated. And I mean, personally, I'm not playing for that. I don't think that's going to be the case, because if you notice, like, everyone's been thinking that, and the market has just been hyping up sentiment, getting this full blown sort of consensus happening, and then suddenly right at the last minute it's sort of bait and switching. And I wouldn't be surprised if we do actually get the full slow step ladder up and finish the cycle sort of end of year, maybe, to throw a proper.
Look, we reached 100. There was a few things going against us, right? Okay, this is what was going against us. This is why we dipped. This is. There were a number of factors. We had quantitative tightening, and we still have that. And it's not clear when liquidity starts getting pumped back in, and it can be the 80s again, and we can all get rich off Tesla and crypto and everything. We had quantitative tightening. We had the meme casino and the overall like people got fatigued. So from the rotation of Sol memes. So you had quantitative tightening, the casino getting out of control, with the sort of Trump meme being the thing. We had the Lazarus hack, and then we had 100K. And the thing with 100K is, pardon?
Sorry. No, and also then after losing at the casino, because we had that whole meteor and all the
that guy who
that was crazy, man.
Who's going to do Kanye, and then it was Melania. He did the sniper for Melania. It was the
Millet one, wasn't it?
The Argentina, the Malay. So we had the like exposing of it all, and that like everyone sort of joined together and was like, okay, fuck. So yeah, but I was going to add, like, we also had 100K, and it's just like there's people who've bought in at 4K, people who've bought in at $200, and they have 1,000 Bitcoin, and they just told themselves, wait for 100K, and then so now I guess maybe we've changed hands. Do you know what I mean? Enough. And the real diamond hands are gonna, and I guess maybe we can move forward. But I don't know what to say. Below 95 feels a bit. I'm not sure. I'm not sure below 95. I'm gonna like Burb said. I'm gonna give it a week. I'm gonna sort of go. Are we gonna go above 95 or below? Point. I'm not. Yeah.
We need to establish about that.
HODL waves. The all cohorts are actually increasing, or they have been the last little while. I can't think of that as any other thing as bullish.
Can I just type in HODL waves and click on the first result?
I think it's on.
I think I have HODL waves right here.
It should be on look into Bitcoin or.
So explain this chart to us. 10-year is the purple here. So the 10-year holders are increasing because time is going on.
Yeah, but basically what you want to look at the end. Yeah, so you want to zoom into the end and see what the changes are relative. This just represents the, obviously, it's a bit of a skewed chart because one person can spread himself out across the bands over time, you know? So they
short-term holders are decreasing.
Wallets, and you can obfuscate it, so it's not so clear. But if you have a look to the side and you zoom in, you can see that all the colors are actually increasing. Too far.
Try again. Zoom in with touchscreen. Can I go like this?
God, the zoom on this is so. Yeah, you can go like that. It's really tricky.
Yeah. So basically,
nicely done.
At the bottom, the 24 hours are increasing there, and if you have a look, all the different bands are slowly starting to trend upwards now. From the short term, and it goes from short term, and then the next cohort gets it, and they all start trending up together. And I think that's what the start of what we're seeing, and I can't see that as any other thing that's bullish. But once you see short term and especially the long term ones start accumulating, that's a good signal. I mean, we can always go lower. Everyone's talking 75K, but personally, I think bottom could be in. Dare I say it?
Yeah, bottom's in. 78. We needed to flush that. That was the CME gap, right?
I don't think it actually closed. I think it came like a minuscule amount.
It almost filled the whole gap.
There you go. It almost filled it like an inch away from getting it, but
that would have been right there. So you think we'll wick back down to completely close the gap, or it's not enough just to wick it, but you have to have a full candle there?
It could be a trap. I mean, everyone is that's like one of the other things that everyone, especially from the stock market, they sort of say, well, in the stock market it happens less, but that basically all the gaps, people are determined, all the gaps get filled, So it could be a trap that's just set in. So it wicks down, nearly done it, and a lot of people will think, we're definitely going to come back down and fill it, and then the market doesn't give you that. You never know. I mean, it's a moving target at the end of the day, so you just go day by day. Obviously, that's not great having the crown cross to the downside on the daily. But
like the PMARP up here?
No, no, no. On the actual chart, you've got the 21 and the 55. So that's like
these guys.
Technically, it's bearish. So Crown covered that on his streams the other day. He was saying from the short term to the long term, they were all bearish all the way along. And if you think about it, that's kind of primed for a turnaround that will then climb up from bullish and go from the short terms to all the way along. And if you read between the lines, I think that's what he was saying. So
the 55 never got crossed this whole way, but now we're having both of those cross the 55.
Exactly. So it could just be the market setting a big trap, like down at 30K, for example. So at 30K, the same. If we scroll back onto the weekly, I think it looks pretty damn similar. We're going up, everyone thinks we're going down, and then suddenly, boom, wake up. Was it 30-ish?
Let me try to orient myself here.
30 or 50 or something.
Even on the weekly, it was a gap here. Okay, so let's take a look at Ray's roundup here. We already covered all that. Solana co-founder Anatoly comes out for SIMD 0228 proposal that aims at reducing Solana emissions rate. So that's not gas. Is that gas, or what is emissions?
No, I think the emissions rate will be the amount of Solana that's printed. So basically, the amount that was created as a function of the protocol. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, inflation.
Inflation, in other words. Yeah. Cool.
So maybe that's bullish for Solana.
I'm relieved to see that it bounced back up from 140. I was starting to get a bit sad for Solana when I saw the prices that low.
Yeah, it's holding the 55 on the weekly here. That's nice.
Yeah, it went as low as like 120-ish, didn't it? It was 130, 120.
Yeah, 125.
Yeah.
I would have got liquidated. That was right down where my liquidation level was.
Oh.
Okay, I'll go back here. 1 billion USDT minted on Ethereum mainnet. I thought USDT is getting delisted in the UK.
In most of Europe, I've actually noticed that. I'm not able to buy it directly on like the more reputable exchanges. On the ones that are non-KYC, I'm able to swap into USDT to use the futures. But it's weird because I'm not able to buy USDT, but I'm able to buy USDC. So how does that work?
Yeah, and they're swapping everybody into USDC. Yeah, I think USDT is in a bit of trouble, but I guess people are still minting on Ethereum.
Yeah, I wonder if they're in the background, sort of get away with it, because I know Circle's got their own like sort of Euro stable coin. So maybe in the background, technically they say, "Oh no, you hold Euros," but
yeah,
I can't understand why they'd delist USDT and not USDC. But
I guess we could ask Grok. Why is USDT being delisted in Euro, but USDC is okay? Due to its failure to comply with the European Union's markets in crypto assets regulation, MiCA, which imposes strict requirements on stablecoins to ensure transparency, financial stability, and investor protection.
So they didn't give the EU control then.
It's not MiCA compliant, I guess.
I think in the MiCA you have to have the on and off switch, which is why USDC is allowed. So yeah, if you can use USDT, I trust it way more.
Yeah, I was noticing like on USDC you get tons of warnings about the dev can rug you essentially. Like,
I mean, you can. I mean, it's. I mean, they're both centralized, but they're more neutral. I mean, USDT is more neutral. It's more of a free market. I think that's why the market cap is bigger. I mean,
yeah.
People want freedom, you know. I mean, what if they don't agree with all these policies and whatnot? Then why would you fund the people that are enhancing that? You know.
Mm-hmm. Burb says lots of different factors affecting what will happen that were never before seen. Correct. 250 million USDC minted on Solana. So USDT is eclipsing USDC in terms of the printer, I guess.
I mean, it comes and goes.
Yeah.
Some days you see USDC big print.
Yeah, there he is.
Hey.
Yeah, the stable market, the stable coin market cap went flat. Like, it's been going up pretty steady. Sorry, I that might have made no sense.
How can we find that? Is there a chart for that, like USDC printer? Let's see.
Oh, I don't know. I just normally wait for Ivan to say.
What, to see when they're printed, you mean? So normally it's the
USD
alert,
stable coins.
Watch your guru alert on X. It's basically the market cap, isn't it?
Here we go. Yeah, total stablecoin market cap. So it's up to 225 billion.
That's bullish. The one thing to keep in mind though is that I mean, Ivan covered it quite well when we were coming up in the bull run. So just to keep in mind that basically, even at the top, they will still keep printing. So we can't be waiting for like, oh, there's not been any prints for ages, whatever, or they keep printing. Oh, we can't go down. No, it's it doesn't quite work like that. They will, around the tops, they will still keep printing and fueling people's euphoria, but it's just people getting into the market, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Bybit funds predicted to be completely laundered in a few days. So they got away with the 1.4 billion hack. Sounds like.
Yeah. What's another 1.4 billion extracted from Ethereum?
Was it actually a Lazarus Group? Like Marty Party kept saying that he thought it was actually all the centralized exchanges were laundering the money together or something.
I don't know. You've seen all sorts of people out there. There's even some dude that was screaming that Richard Hart was in possession of the account that had hacked the funds, and that it was Richard Hart and whatnot. And I can't remember who it was, maybe Crypto Coffee or even Hexo or someone. They went on and in 5 minutes proved him wrong. So obviously proved that it was not.
Yeah, and then the FBI confirmed that it was Lazarus Group. So I'm not sure if Marty Party had a rebuttal.
I don't know where they're getting their facts, but I don't know. I don't want to spread like sort of shade on anyone. I don't know. I don't take what Marty Party says too seriously. It's just.
Well, I did listen to him where I took off, I removed all my Bitcoin off of the centralized exchange and moved it to cold storage. So
great.
That was decent advice, I guess.
Great move. Yeah, that's something that we always need to spread. Not your keys, not your crypto. Celsius is not something that I would ever wish on my worst enemy, and I think the people locked in FTX would say the same.
It's just harder to swap it when it's on a wallet, right? But. That was what I liked. Like when it was on a centralized exchange, I could easily swap it quickly without worrying about bridging or waiting a half hour for Bitcoin to settle and things like that, right? So
yeah,
that was the trade-off.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do have money on exchanges. You've got to pick them wisely. Obviously, fees matter, but also security matters. So I do actually like using Kraken and there's a Spanish one called Bit2Me that I've met the founders. I went to one of the conferences here in Madrid, and I met them sort of. Not that I spoke to them very much, but it builds some bit of trust there. I know one of the guys that was affiliated to them, so he's a YouTuber, and he actually did a few sponsored videos for them, and so I keep sparing amounts of money on exchanges, but just enough to do what I want to do. Say if just in case, like. The on-ramps are down, but this news is hit and you need to make that move now. So you've got the money there.
Yeah, exactly. Wizard wanted us to take a look at Move on the 12-hour versus Bitcoin. It says it's breaking out of the linear regression channel here. It's finding resistance at the 55 on the 12-hour. It's not quite overextended here. Looks fairly bullish on the PMARP.
It can stay overextended. It hasn't done the red line to trigger the 100%, the 99.
Yeah, exactly. It could go a little bit further.
It could always go a little bit further.
Yeah. But the what's this called? The MA signal?
Oh,
I forget. MA signal MA.
Yeah, at the end
The
of the
signal
day,
MA is in the upper half, so that's
but
a good sign.
that's basically the jewel. So
Yeah, that's what I was calling it too, but I was worried I was misnomering it, so I looked and it's called the signal MA here. But yeah, I used to call it the jewel as well.
Yeah, it's just so basically his jewel indicator is basically that it takes that MA. But,
cool.
But yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so let's go back to Ray's roundup. Arkham Exchange goes live in select U.S. states. Do you know anything about that? No, I guess not.
I don't.
Arkham Exchange. Ape Punk sells for over 1,000 Ethereum, 2.1 million.
Back into the NFTs. No, the only NFT projects. I mean, have you heard much about NFT? Obviously, you've got all your profile pics and everything.
I got my Bodago
over there. That's like exciting in the NFT world. I mean, the only thing that I've sort of had my eye on are like the Tangangs, homies, and stuff like that, because they got profit revenue share and all that stuff from the decks that they've created. But
yeah, there was something yesterday. Let me go back here. So Clemente posted this one. He just bought this Derp Dewdz on Sonic for $1,500.
Hell yeah!
Been dabbling with Sonic this week. I'm really impressed with it. Top blasted this Derp for 2,200 Sonic. They're already up over 2x this week, so could age terribly. NFTs have been the best way for me to get involved with new ecosystems and learn more. We'll bookmark and come back to this at the end of March.
Great
so that was something to take a look at. Yeah, Derp Dewdz. Looks like a fun project.
Yeah, great name.
It's got that Geo Bowden vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Very fun. But if we go to Magic Eden, and we can just see the top collections on Solana, essentially. So I've been sort of down on the DGods stuff, like Utes. Like I went away from Utes and DGods, although they're still trending in the top 10. There is the Retardio Cousins, but I've just sort of I'm not feeling super bullish on it, but it could do well. SMB is rated #1 at 25 Sol on the floor. Looks really nice.
But I was going to say all of your NFTs are in Solana, though, are they?
No, I've got some Ethereum ones. Like I've got a Nifty Portal on Ethereum. This guy. It's like $60 or something, $45.
Oh yeah.
Got one of those.
Nifty Portal.
But I never had a lot of expensive NFTs. I think the first expensive or somewhat expensive NFT worth anything that I ever got was the Ute, which is the DGods cousin, right? And that was just like in the last year. And then I moved over to Bodagos, and I've never been happier, right?
Yeah, to be honest, I never really did get too much into the NFTs. The last cycle I did it because I watched Chico Crypto quite a lot back in the day, and he went on about Mist and this project or whatever. So that there was a few NFT projects that seemed interesting because they were like mixing the tech. So it was like, and it was an NFT, but it's actually a wallet, and you could trade in and out within the wallet. You could send your whole wallet from one side to another. All these like different use cases, and it was an NFT that you could sort of, you can actually visualize them as well. I can't remember what it's called now. But anyway, you could see them and everything. But I never really saw much point. I mean, they're great for like singling out people or finding people in the crowd, or you're building communities and stuff like that. But I don't see the whole rage that there was like last time around, with all your punks. And
I guess I have a couple more to mention here. So Tensorians, that's the one that Bobberino, I believe, had purchased.
Tensorians.
It's sitting at 4.3 Sol. I just didn't really like the art that much, but it's a good project, it seems.
I was tempted to get a Tensorian at the beginning because it unlocks stuff on Tensor, doesn't it? On their exchange.
Not sure. And then there was one more this week on the Bitcoin Ordinal side. It was rated #1 here, Ordinal Maxi Biz. I was taking a look at this. It was at 0.025 when I was looking at it. I think that was like the mint price. And now it's at 0.032. So you could have made $2,000 in the last week by purchasing one of these. But at the same time, it felt a bit risky. Gambling Bitcoin on an NFT that might go to zero. I didn't know enough about the project, but it's interesting to watch. Maybe I'll be more prepared the next time an opportunity like this comes up, or maybe it's still an opportunity. Maybe it's still going to go up. I have no idea, but that was something to watch this week.
The only NFTs I've actually got on Solana are from Drip. Do you know the website Drip? Where it was like empowering people to build their own NFTs and whatnot. So a lot of the ones that I've got actually as like the wallet's profile picture and stuff like that are those Drip NFTs that you'd go and you'd spin the wheel, you get a legendary, you get this, that, whatever, and you'd get like free NFTs from creators. It's cool because it was like actual people that are building out there, and you had some really cool, interesting stuff, and then you can then buy the collection off them or whatever. If it catches on, then you could then sell it later on. But I was actually just doing those. So you'd go in every day, you get a little crate or whatever, and I just thought it was cool to support the people that were doing that.
Yeah, I think I had a Drip NFT, Drip House.
Drip House. That's the one.
Is that the one I sent to you?
Yeah.
I sent you a Drip NFT. Yeah. Interesting. There is one as well that's pretty important. Was this Dream Pass? This is an NFT. It gets you access to RecTech. And Amber was asking about, did popularity in NFTs result from the dip in coins moving money? Possibly. Hard to say. Yeah, I gave you a drip. Yeah.
I think it was more the beta play on the asset itself, because it's like leverage on the asset. So especially last cycle went with punks and everything. It was priced in Ethereum. If Ethereum went up, whatever, it went up 10x, whatever, then suddenly, boom, your thing gets repriced, not only 10x, but then also 10x on top of Ethereum. And it was just crazy. So that's where the interest came on it. But then what goes up must go down. Same way that when the hype's over, they're the first things to go around, make a massive impact hole in the floor below.
Yeah, I think I'm breaking even on my Bodoggos right now, but it'll probably just be a long-term hold just for access to the community, essentially.
Yeah, that's a good philosophy. It's like in PulseChain, there's a few NFTs that I've been I've been on the fence with. Should I get them? Should I not? But it just, I don't know. I was never really avid in trading NFTs. It's not really my sort of thing. So I didn't want to put too much into there and whatnot. But now seeing everything that they've built and all the revenue share and everything, it actually seems really quite interesting. And it's just one of those things that you'd buy to be there to reap the actual benefits that come to holders. I think utility in that sense in NFTs is actually really cool. Just got to find the right project.
Well, let me show you this one. This I don't know if you're familiar with this, but this one's been really important. So there's a Dream Pass mint. It's 0.25 Solana. I minted 2 of them. I know some people have minted like 8 or 10 of them because I guess you can level them up and then resell them later. But I got 2. And so on RecTech, you can just play the game once per day. It just takes like 1 or 2 minutes, and then you earn XP, right? So today's game is called Dev Will Rug. Essentially, you gamble a certain amount of money, you hit buy, and then you wait till it looks decent, and you sell before the dev rugs.
Chad, you real.
Yeah, so I won. I could try again. I made $8, so let's try again. So buy. I'm probably gonna get rugged like right away.
So you actually made $8, or you made 8?
No, it's like you're farming XP for an airdrop or something like that, right?
That's pretty cool.
I want to do a little bit better here. Okay, $68. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that.
Hell yeah.
So now I've earned my XP for the day, and as long as I do that once per day, I'll earn like a multiplier and a play streak. So I've played 8 days in a row, stuff like that.
So to train you not to be greedy. So it's like, come on, guys, you got
exactly
in and out.
Yeah, it's fun. Like yesterday's game, Death Race. The fun games every day to play. So definitely worth doing. Let's go back to Ray's roundup here. Libra scandal makes front page of New York Times.
Yeah, we spoke about that, didn't we? The old Argentina.
Yeah.
Rugging. And then the devs. Oh, suddenly I've got 100 and something million in my wallet. I don't know what to do.
I kind of want to see the cover.
Zilla went after him, didn't he? Or reported on him or whatever. Not went after him, but he just blatantly says, "Oh yeah, I don't know what to do with it. I'm waiting for orders. I've got 100 million." It's like, bro.
They've already moved on to the Trump and Vance blow up.
It's crazy. Have you seen the AI videos for those?
Oh yeah, tons of them. It's crazy. Yeah, Putin's sitting there watching popcorn, laughing and stuff. It's pretty good. The Ethereum Foundation names Haseo Wei Wang and Tomas Stankzak as co-executive directors. I think Ivan was talking about that today, about having two CEOs can be problematic.
I don't think it's so much CEOs. I think basically what they've done is they've gotten rid of the president lady that was like, people have dug out her tweets. I mean, poor lady's probably sick to death of the community, but basically she was promoting a no fight sort of work ethic, and they don't care about winning, and we just want like equality, this, that, whatever. And everyone was just sick of it. So basically, Vitalik didn't actually say he was doing anything. He just sort of quietly made his things in the background. They've promoted her in theory, but she's not in charge anymore. So it's a win-win, I guess. And now they've got a group of, I don't think it's quite what the community wanted, but now they've got like a group of OGs and people that are close in the ecosystem, and they're all sort of like a committee, and they're all going to take votes, I guess. I haven't actually read it all completely, but that, from what we can gather, that's sort of what it is. So I mean, there might be other developments. Obviously, we've got the Petra upgrade happening pretty soon anyway, so that should be pretty interesting for Ethereum. And just hopefully they can listen to the community. There's been, I mean, we don't want Vitalik to come out and just suddenly, well, maybe we do want him to just print the God candle, but we just, when sentiment's this low, I mean, if you look at the chart, Ethereum's down over what, like the last 6 years, 7 years? They've retraced 7 years on the chart against Bitcoin. So I can understand the sentiment.
ETH, BTC on the monthly.
See the monthly.
Oof.
Yeah, it's if you're one of the people that were holding from way back when, then yeah, I can see how it could be harsh. But there are people that have been here sort of a bit later on, a bit like me. We like the tech, we like the ethos, we like the whole thing, and we still believe in it. It's just they need to get working. The dev needs to keep cooking.
Yeah, I've been considering if I should keep DCAing on ETH. Like, I've got the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana DCAs every month, and I'm like, do I cancel one now? You know, just go to Solana and Bitcoin. But for now, I'll just keep it going.
I mean, you know what camp I'm in. I personally think that Solana is basically going to be doing this chart. So if you compare this chart to Solana BTC, it looks like
Sol BTC.
It could be putting in a similar sort of chart. I don't especially
they're pretty similar actually.
So it's like Ethereum when it was all the way that, if you look at the Ethereum chart, that there, the peaks, that's all the flippening narrative appearing and everything. And if you watch, especially Somi, he puts all his bottom and top indicators on the chart. So like at the bottom of the bear market, you've got was it David or was it Ryan? Not sure, from Bankless, one of them crying there at the bottom, and he's printed on the chart there forever. There's a lot of people. Banter calling for, or Ran calling for the death of altcoins at the lows and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it's these things happen, you know. And everyone was adamant. Everyone was so adamant in the community that once the merge happened, everything, we were going straight up. It's now time for Solana to prove that it's better than Ethereum, if it really is. If not, I still see the same chart as Ethereum, Bitcoin.
Shouts out to Darren. Thanks for being a part of the YouTube community, sir.
Shout out. You didn't send the chat link. I've because I was just looking at the chat here. It's empty.
Oh, it should just be here in StreamYard. If you go to comments on the top right.
Ah, okay. See, this is why we've got you, Theo.
Mm-hmm.
What would we do without you?
Oh, and thank you for following Axel. What a legend.
Legend. Where are you, Coke? Is Coke in the chat still? Shout out to Coke.
Each and every. Sorry, I'll take a quick flight here. Okay, I'm back. All right, for the week ahead, we've got Monday manufacturing PMI. What the hell is that?
We could play what is guess what PMI is, and we could take a few shots at it.
The Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index. PMI is a survey that measures the activity of purchasing managers in the manufacturing sector. It's a key economic indicator that can help predict the overall economy's performance.
Manufacturing.
So here's a graph showing the PMI over the last 6 months, yearly, and the 3-year. Okay.
Yeah, my Unga Dunga brain can't really process what that.
All right. Well, that's Monday, anyways. So maybe it'll be bullish or bearish. I guess we'll see on Monday. I'm excited to see what MicroStrategy opens.
I was going to say, I wonder if Michael Saylor's going to do bless us with another tweet of their new balance.
The balance.
The balance. You know, like on Sundays he was posting, or Mondays, the Friday before. I'm not entirely sure. He was posting the quantity of BTC that they hold on account just before the purchase on Monday. So hopefully we can be blessed with something like that today.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I hope MicroStrategy goes up and Tesla goes down so I can continue with this pair trade. Because right now I'm more in the MicroStrategy side. Tuesday, tariff deadline with Mexico and Canada. Okay, cool. That interests me.
That should be interesting.
I guess it's not a done deal yet. That's the deadline. Okay.
I was going to say, are you guys not affected yet? You've not noticed anything different yet, have you?
About 3 weeks ago, when the news first came out, they removed all the USA alcohol from the liquor marts.
Oh, okay.
And they were like, let's all buy Canadian alcohol. And then after like a day, they gave up on it and everything was back to normal.
Oh, no, our alcohol shit.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything since. But
fair enough.
Maybe we'll be back to drinking Banff vodka next week. We'll see.
We'll see. You could try and distill your own one.
I'll have to take up drinking.
Yeah, take up drinking as well.
Wednesday, non-manufacturing PMI. Oh, okay. So they had a manufacturing PMI and then a non-manufacturing PMI and ADP employment. Okay, what's this one?
What's this one? But we should ask Grok what the significance of this data is going to be.
Yeah, okay. Let's bring the whole thing in.
He might just say, well, absolutely bugger all.
Yeah. Okay, so explain the implications of these news items. That was after tariff was delayed for 30 days. Yes. It was delayed for 30 days, and we were all drinking Banff, Alberta vodka. Manufacturing PMI. Okay, I gotta simplify. I don't have superhuman reading capabilities.
Need the bullet points, man.
Okay, non-manufacturing PMI and ADP employment. Non-manufacturing PMI shows how services like retail, healthcare are doing. Strong, people spending, economies solid, stocks up. Weak, slowdown fears, stocks down. ADP employment, early look at job growth. Okay. Lots of jobs, economies healthy, markets happy. Few jobs, worries grow, markets nervous.
Well done, Grok.
Hell yeah. Thursday, U.S. jobless claims. So that relates to the ADP employment numbers. Okay, cool. And then Friday, White House Crypto Summit. So that'll be the big...
That's got to be big.
Catalyst right before the weekend.
Would it be sell the news?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe.
Buy
So we'll
the
have a
rumor
bullish
today.
week all the way till Friday, and then we'll dump on Friday, maybe after the crypto summit.
I don't know.
When all
Hopefully
the,
there's a big,
Strategic
large,
reserves get
earthy green dildo
rejected.
from here in between.
Yeah, it's going to be a bullish week, hopefully. Not financial advice.
Yeah.
Trending up, Pekin. Is that pumpkin? What is that? IMG, Infinite Money Glitch, and Retardio. Perfect. Trending down, Vine.
Solid assets.
Have you been shorting Vine?
Me? No, I haven't. I haven't even touched Vine, to be honest.
I was shorting it a bit on Hyperliquid. It was pretty fun. Jelly's down, and MLG is down. Rip to the
MLG,
LA Vape
what's
cabal.
MLG? Not sure.
Oh, and then he has his like bullet points here. Trump crypto reserve. Cool. I really got to spend more time on this this roundup. Cool. Yeah, well, I think we have like 1 minute left in the show. Do we have any final thoughts? Matt Smead.
Yeah, sorry, I had a visitor.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for the week. It should be good. I mean, it takes some like Ivan says, one hand on the cojones and one on the buy button. It always is that at the lows. It's always looks like you're like banging your head against a brick wall and just drawing blood and blood and blood. But at some point you stop. You see, you just stop. You're like, I'm not hitting my head anymore, and it goes up, and you feel vindicated. And I mean, I've had a lot of people like sending me messages, actual friends that I've onboarded and stuff like that. And I mean, I haven't had that really so much yet up until the cycle. So I think that's got to be a bit of a signal there. So I'm hopeful.
The exit liquidity's here.
I don't even want to call them exit
Call the friends the exit liquidity.
It's not really friendly. No, but it's not even that. I deep down I believe that we're gonna surprise, like maybe not to the upside now, but in length and to the upside. I think everyone's going to be, every holder is going to be pleasantly surprised if you hold the right things.
Cycle's not over.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Cycles end on euphoria.
Exactly,
when we kill
just
the
like
last
Sami says.
That's it.
Yeah. Or when you kill the last bear, is it?
No, it's when you kill the last bull. That's when the bear market starts. When the last bear finally gives up and he says, "Fine, I'll be bullish." That's it. It flips, and he's
got to watch for that top signal
for a whole cycle. Yeah. No, it's just watch out, find the right community, stick to people that you can relate to, and I guess trust. I mean, I don't want to say trust us, bro, but I mean, we're just trying to help.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. It changes from day to day, whether it's Ivan or Tom Crown or Eric Crown. Whoever I align with keeps changing. I find I don't stick with the same person for multiple years, or at least like not like 5 years or something like that. Like it's not static. Like who I tend to align with kind of changes over time, I find.
Yeah, that's good. I actually, a lot of the people that I follow, they tend to follow the 4-year cycle theory, and that is like sort of, I dare not say it, but the one thing that's like not broken yet, and I just believe that at least the timing will be right. Maybe not the whole bear cycle and all that afterwards up, but I think at least the top we will respect that. And at the end of the day, it's all based down on global liquidity and what the banks, all the debt, all their rollover and everything. So I mean, it's going to be a hard thing to change. I would assume that we'd have news all over the place saying the economy's getting much better before something like that would happen. But hey, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if bull or a bear market starts maybe end of this year or maybe next year. We'll see, I guess.
Yeah, we could be in a bear market right now, Theo. We could all be trapped. We could all
we're below
be
the
going down
120.
with the ship again.
Yeah, it's
hey,
the final pump. It's the relief rally to get out, and it's time to go down.
I'm still holding. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm going down with the ship.
Hell yeah. Okay, thanks so much, everybody. Thanks, Matt. I'll see you on the next one.
Cheers for having me.
Take care.